Hello, Taiwan. We're Hybs. We just released our debut album called Making Stay. Please check it out. We love you.
Think about what comes after or what came before.
Hi, I'm Agnes and he's Yang and we are from Taiwan. We're from Y2K Record. It's nice to see you and thank you for your time.
Nice to see you guys.
You too. Hello.
How did you come up with the band name Hybs? And what's the name behind your band name?
It's a Thai joke. Yes, actually it's a Thai joke that in Thai we keep asking each other เคยเป็นกุ้งหรือเปล่า so เคยเป็นกุ้งหรือเปล่า if you translate it into English it's gonna be have you been shrimp. Yes, and have you been shrimp for the band name, right?
HYBS.
So it's HYBS. Yeah, it's Hybs.
Yep, but it's gonna be really hard to explain. Joke works in English.
Yeah, okay. Maybe it's kind of tricky
wordplay.
As I said, เคยเป็นกุ้งหรือเปล่า เคย in English is mean like have you been, and กุ้ง is shrimp. So most of the people think this question meaning is like have you been shrimp, but actually in Thai เคย has two meaning that has sounds the same. So เคย is also mean the krill. You guys know the krill?
Really?
Krill is like krill is like smaller shrimp. Technically it's not. Okay. And most of the Thai people arguing about this, like is the krill a shrimp or not? Yes. And the same exactly same question to have you been shrimp. Yeah, it's a joke.
Like the ongoing joke that we had while we formed the band. So we just went with this for the band name.
What first got you into music and what brought you together? Because I know Alyn, you were a solo singer, and Karn, you were an actor. So I'm wondering what brought you together and what's the difference between solo and being in a band?
Well, what brought us together is first time we met was 8 years ago. We were in the same modeling agency, but we both really love music. So we talked about it, even jammed and wrote a couple of songs together back then. But then we kind of didn't really take it seriously and fell apart. We didn't really stay in.
Actually, way back then,
yeah,
I love to make music so much, but as I said way back then, for me, I think I can't do that because I'm not that good about it. And also at that time, they have many TV drama is contacting me, so I see it as an opportunity. So I'm going right to that path.
But then, yeah, recently, like just last year, which is when we formed
during
Hybs.
The pandemic, we just get lonely.
We got lonely. And yeah, we just called each other and wanted to hang out, basically.
Yeah. And then it's Hybs.
Yeah, just like actually we were aiming for making a reel on Instagram. So that was the actual purpose of our first single, Ride. Yeah, but then we kind of took it to the next level. Was there another question?
What's the difference between solo and being in a band?
Difference. The difference is in a band you don't exhaust yourself as much because you rely a lot on each other, and we both have things that we're good at and not good at, and I think that we fill in the gaps for each other. That what he's good at, I'm not so good at. What I'm good at, he might struggle. So before I used to struggle with a lot of things that now I rely on Karn to do. So to sum up, being a band is great in my opinion. It's more fun. You can make music with more variety, I guess. Like you get more inputs from both of us. And yeah, it's all good if we don't fight. That's all.
Good answer.
So I've been hearing your new album all week, and I totally love the vibe. And I'm wondering, why do you want to name this album Making Streak?
Because we love steak so much.
Okay.
We actually spend more time making steak than music.
Really?
If you could believe that. Yeah, during our we make most of our music of our songs we write and record at my house, which is actually here. Like there is the studio on next to my bedroom, and we spend like maybe 70% of making steak, because my neighbor actually is a butcher. Like he sells steak parts. So we during our breaks in between writing songs, we go down, pick out a pig and we season it. We cook it and we eat it. Our team, we make steak, come up, we to the studio, we set up the lights, make sure that everything is good and vibey, and then about 30% we spend on actually making music.
Okay.
That's awesome. And what's special about this record other than steaks?
Actually, there's a concept about it, because we love steak so much. Not only about its taste or it's fun to cook, but we're happy to do that all through the process from the top, from the beginning. Like pick up the part of the meat, season it, rubbing it slowly.
Get the lo-fi music in the back.
Slowly searing it, cooking it, eat it. All the joy throughout the process. And we just wanted to translate these feelings to you guys, so maybe you guys can enjoy all the songs throughout the album, like as we do for Sick.
Which song from this album do you recommend people to listen first?
To listen first?
Yeah. Which part of the steak?
Maybe for me, maybe it's Runaway.
Runaway, because it's an upbeat song, right? To listen first, Go Higher maybe, because song opener and it really translates that Come With Me, Welcome to Wonderland vibe.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song from this album?
Oh, that's a tough one. I love all the songs. They're like but if I had to pick one, it would be Prettiest to Me. Yep, because it's a special one.
And for me, this is a tough one, but if I need to pick, I think it's gonna be Would You Mind?
That's my favorite too.
Oh, thank you. Because I love that cool vibe, that shyness vibe. Like this song is so simple, and for me, I think it can suit you in every moment, every place, everywhere, every time.
So, as I said, my favorite is Would You Mind? So I want to know what inspired you to write Would You Mind?
Actually, that day that we wrote Would You Mind, we're working on the other songs. We're working on the Runaway.
We were gonna go and record Runaway, but then while we were just messing about, right, Karn came up with the synth part of the first, and then like we really liked that vibe, like that melody. So we skipped Runaway and we worked on the song first, and then I just came up with the melody, and then we finished the song in like that night, and then we kind of felt like it's a very introverted kind of feel that we had at the time, and the song really translates someone's love, like someone shy. It's a shy kind of song. We want to encourage people to have the strength to tell feelings to someone they like. So that's the gist of the song.
Which the toughest song you have produced during the process?
For me is Runaway. Because fun fact, we actually didn't finish this song up until like the last minutes before we recorded the song. So like we were in studio, in a very expensive studio, finished all the songs
except
beforehand, meaning that it's ready for recording except Runaway, because we couldn't come up with something that we liked, but we had to go in the studio because we already booked it. So we ended up having to write the second verse of Runaway on the spot.
Wow.
Like 20 minutes, recorded it. And we had to do it because of the studio fees really high. So we kind of went with whatever we could come up with at the moment. But yeah, it turns out that we really like that line. The second.
You have to write Runaway while you cannot run away.
Yeah. Put it that way. But we couldn't run away.
I'm really drawn to your music. I was the whole afternoon. I was like, please don't you go. And yeah, I think Agnes is going to be crazy because of my singing. And I'm wondering, is there a certain process of you like making music, or maybe you just like come up during shower or something?
That's happened before, yes. But I think that we don't have one particular process. It's kind of, we set the mood, we make steak,
I think it's all about the mood, the lights, the smell, all these feelings just come through us, and we just sympathize in it and trying to catch that feelings that suits the best kind of vibe.
Almost like a jazz session.
Yes, like we.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, there's some songs that Karn starts with a beat at home first, and he sends it over, and then we work on it later. Or some songs where I start with a melody with just an acoustic guitar, and yeah, there's no rules. We have all kinds of songs that were born differently. I think the vibe, the feeling, the mood is our first priority.
I noticed that you write and produce all of your songs by yourself. So I'm wondering, is there any artist or producer that you would like to collaborate with?
There's so many of them.
So many.
I mean, tons of them.
Yeah, I'm open to work with everyone that I find that I enjoy their music. So, like, I know Karn is a big fan of Prep. His number one influence, and we both love the Beatles because I grew up with. So that's a big influence for both of us. I really get inspired by Harry Styles. He's like my number one influence. So yeah, it's crazy, but we actually would love to work with our heroes. If you could imagine, it would be a dream come true. But yeah, it's still
nearly
really
impossible.
Nearly
Don't
impossible.
say that. You never know what will happen. And also, I've watched all of your music videos, and I have to say, I have the same glasses.
Yeah.
Cool.
And yes, and so I'd like to know, what's your favorite music video so far, and is there anything interesting happened during the team process? I mean, Killer is a cool one, right? The Killer.
That was a fun one. Wow, it's gonna be really hard for me. Have one in mind, Karn?
This is so hard because we love all of them, and
Yeah.
all of them have that totally different vibe, right? The right one is like lo-fi vibe, which is I like it too. And I also like the theme of the Harvard movie too. So it turns out to be Killer. And I also like the long take, like symbolic long take music video, and it turns out dancing with my phone. So I think this is really hard because we love all of them. That's why, and I know all of them have, like I said, it's totally different vibe, but I truly believe they have something in common. I mean they have such a vibe there, so it's too hard to pick one, man. I love it all.
Okay, I'll pick one. Go Higher is my favorite.
Oh.
Let's go higher tonight into the sky until we're feeling alright.
Just I Billy in it. Yeah, but I guess like it's every song is like a baby to us. They all have their own story to tell. So yeah, we love it all.
And my next question is, did you expect Ride would make such an impact? Because I mean, first songs, I think it's quite successful.
Like, no. No, of course not. We weren't expecting anything close to that. We were just making a real video for Instagram. We used, like, Karn just called me up and said like, oh, let's make some music on Reels, because he saw foreign Western music like to do that. It's trending at the moment and it looks cool. So we wanted to have that on our Instagram. But yeah, it's unreal how many people ended up liking it, sharing it, and the reason why we get to do what we do now. Yeah, it's unreal. We are totally blown away, and up until now we still, like, at least me, I'm still overwhelmed, and everything just seems like a dream.
So the next question, we are both from Asia. We are both Asian, and this is a fun one. And so do you guys watch anime? And what's your favorite anime?
I do. My favorite would have to be Demon Slayer.
I have the exact same sword, but I didn't bring it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and I took it like 3 a.m. in my college, and people think I'm crazy.
Wow, that's cool, man. I love to see your sword. That sounds so bad, but Demon Slayer sword.
Let me show you my sword.
Oh my
see that?
God, that is so cool. Oh,
That's cool, man.
Like, I think my roommate doesn't like me.
Not sure if I can call this an anime, but I love Timberland so much.
the one that he's talking about, because we watched the series of Alice Borderland on Netflix. Yeah, but I love it too.
What's the first thing that pops into your head when you think of Taiwan? Because actually there are so many your fans in Taiwan, and they hope you can come to Taiwan.
For me, it's Mara.
Oh, really?
Oh,
You like spicy food?
Ew. I love mala.
I love Mara, but every time I consume it too much, oh, my stomach hurts so bad. But I love it anyway.
Yeah, like I love mala too. I love I've seen a lot of comments on YouTube from Taiwan, so really I think of my fans, really want to meet them. I've got a couple of friends back in high school from Taiwan, so that's a good memory as well. Like, really nice guy, all good things.
Here's a fan. Her name is Jocelyn, and she want to tell you that I love you. Your music is the best. Hope you can come to Taiwan someday. And what inspired you to make this album? But I think it's the steak, right?
Oh, Jocelyn, nice to meet you. It's our fans also that inspires us to make music. And we are super, super excited to meet all of you guys in Taiwan. It's really a dream for us to get to travel. And guys, yeah, thank you, Jocelyn. I hope to see you soon.
it's from another fan of you, from a Japanese fan, and she really likes you. And she wonder, why do you write all the songs in English?
Because we truly believe it's a great opportunity to break down the boundaries for the people around the world.
Yeah.
So I mean, we can get to each other easier if we wrote it in English, right?
True.
I grew up with English music, so it's the best way for me to express myself. So I think that English music for us is our comfort zone. It's what we do.
Yeah, I had the same feeling. And I think English has a unique sense of humor.
Yeah, I think that there's less boundaries when you write in English. It's much more like loose in terms of literal meaning. Like, you don't have to be so literal and correct in the lyrics, but it has emotional sense. So it's easier for us to write in English.
Actually, you can write the lyrics that doesn't make sense at all, and people is going to be, oh, it's so deep.
Yes. Next one is a fun one. If your life was a movie, what songs would be on the soundtrack?
Steak album, of course. It would be every song, literally, because it's all a part of us. It's all of the song is one, like a mood that we're feeling when we wrote it. So I would have to say our life has quite a variety of mood and of vibes, and I think our album is just that. It's our life.
My soundtrack is gonna be Runaway. Who loves responsibility?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, say that as well, because there's so many times where I'm just overwhelmed with responsibilities and growing up, and I just wanna not give a damn.
Yeah.
The moment I turned 20, I was like, oh no, I'm 20. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
me so much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Please don't you go. I'll be alone. Wait until the moon's up, right until it's dawn.
You see here, kid? You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after or what came before.